This patient presented with a deep root fracture on the right upper canine with large swelling and suppuration on the buccal part of the gingiva, as you can clearly see. For me, one of the simplest ways to preserve an extraction sock is to seal it and stabilize the blood clot with a provisional. For now, this patient only could afford the cheapest treatment, so we decided to make a direct resin bond on bridge. The adjacent teeth already had composite restoration, so I created a mesial box on the premolar, only removing all restoration, and a distal box on the lateral incisor where the old filling was. Here, I'm creating the cervical part of the ovoid bonding with a custom and ultra-polished surface. The other option it would be to reconstruct directly above the rubber dam with resin composite, but we would get a roughened and not polished surface sealing the socket, and as we all know, soft tissues only like ultra-smooth surface to avoid inflammation. In this case, I've created a custom handle to be able to put the ovoid bonding on the correct place and with the proper pressure. That resin pontic must be placed infragingivally, so we need to do some pressure on the rubber dam, which in turn promotes blood leakage into the working area. This happens inevitably because the premolar has a root concavity on the isthmus that does not allow a good rubber dam sealing, even if we invert in the gingival sulcus, as we must always do. In these cases, I secure the ovoid pontic in the fastest way that I can, expecting blood infiltration in some parts of the restoration, but after the light curing takes place, I remove almost all the infiltrated restoration, leaving the minimum amount of resin to secure the custom bond. After that, we just need to sandblast all of that part of the restoration and redo the correct bonding steps to proceed with the final part of the restoration. To assure a good mechanical resistance, I usually place glass fiber in the inner part of the restoration. of the rubber dam, it is essential to complete the proper finishing and polishing steps, especially in the interproximal papilla area, to avoid overhangs and rough surfaces, but at the same time leaving a proper sealing of the blood clot to prevent the soft tissue collapse.